seagull is expecting me to do something, but I'm not gonna do him the favor. There it is! There it is! The nucleic acid that I can use to grow gold up again. Luckily, the cylinder still seems to be in one piece, and the fish was already swimming in it. But...
Burn their brains! Saw a foot off their legs!
No! This can't be! This is Donna! I can see it's Donna! Where's Goal? Well, I don't have it. I don't know! And why does Donna have Goal's hair color? Hermes!
Bravo! That was even funnier than I expected. But enough levity. We have a paradise to shoot out of the sky. Duck!
No! Stop!
It's too late, Rufus. You had your chance, and you screwed up yet again. Go ahead, Doc. Aim that cannon.
I'm sorry, Rufus.
We don't have a choice.
None of us want to die.
But...
Enough! Open the cannon doors! Good. Is the loading chamber closed?
Oops, that almost went terribly wrong.
Stop! 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 You really can't do that! Is there no one here on my side? Why are you looking at me?
Why would they be? You already proved to us, rather impressively, that there are no alternatives.
But there is! The third Rufus can still save the day!
Hold your horses! Are you really going to leave without Goal?
Goal is safe!
You don't have your facts straight. Bring the girl!
Goal! You're back to being yourself! But how did you get here? Where's the other Rufus?
I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean?
Who cares what's going on in that convoluted brain of his? Goal was never dead. There was actually an accident with a defective interrogation robot. But of course, we were able to save her. We threw the robot overboard. And that other woman, that Donna.
But Hermes...
And now that everything is settled, hand over the Ascension codes, or your girlfriend will really be thrown from the tower.
Oh, crap! Her dead body was thrown from the cruiser, along with me!
You appear to be suffering from hallucinations. And I mean now!
Listen to me, will ya? I know that the third Rufus is still out there!
So what?
It can be fixed!
You always say that! In your whole life, you've never fixed anything! Face it, will you? He's going to fail as well, just like you! So apologize! And then we can finally carry on.
Apologize? For what?
Do you really not know? Do you have no idea what you do to your friends? Again and again and again?
Is this really necessary now?
I think we have more important things to do.
No. He needs to learn his lesson. So, Rufus, we're waiting.
You're only attempting to humiliate me!
Don't try to wriggle out of this one. It's time that you took responsibility for your actions. So, do it. We're waiting.
All of this happened because of the way you raised me.
There you go again, passing the blame. You are completely and utterly unable to learn anything at all. You will always be the same loser that you were as a child. Loser child.
I'm not a loser. And I'm perfectly capable of learning.
Prove it then. Go ahead. Apologize. We're waiting.
I only wanted to help.
Don't give me that. You only wanted to help yourself.
I founded the Resistance, for one thing. and I'm perfectly capable of learning.
No, you didn't. You just used them to impress Goal so she would take you to Elysium with her. And not even now, after you have killed her, can you admit that you failed. Will Deponia really have to explode before you realize that you are harming everybody?
Cut him some slack there, will ya? It's not his fault that the Orgonon intends to blow up Deponia.
Maybe not, but having his way is obviously more important to him than preventing the destruction of the planet.
That's not true at all.
Prove it then. Go ahead. Apologize. We're waiting.
I am definitely not going to apologize.
Oh, yes you are. I will drag you by the ears if I have to.
Do you really have to lay into him like that? We all saw it. He messed it up. So why are you being so cruel to him now?
I want to hear it from him. Go ahead, Rufus. Apologize. We're waiting. We're waiting.
Fine. So we wait. The third Rufus can still turn the tide. And once he's succeeded, you can apologize to me. Huh.
You sickening son of a...
Whoa! Seagull, what are you doing?
This is really going too far.
Put down the weapon.
Yes. Wouldn't he like that? I've had it with this little bastard leading me by the nose. I demand to hear an apology now. Loud and clear. I said now.
It was all his fault. What? That's not true. It's his fault. It's your fault. 3 times more. No return ticket. Hey, no fair. It is 2.
Silence! Will you apologize already? Both of you! My finger might slip.
Yeah, go ahead and shoot me. Then everybody will see who the real asshole is here.
You would rather die than admit it, huh? Wish. Do it already. Just apologize!
He's gone off the deep end. Somebody do something.
What can we do?
He's got a weapon.
Come on, Rufus. Why don't you apologize so we can get this over with?
All right, all right. I apologize. What? Why would you do that? Trust me, we should apologize. You got something in your eye?
I am beginning to lose my patience with the pair of you.
With me too? But why? He's the one to blame for everything. He's got Goal's fate on his conscience. Yeah, and much more than that. He caused countless fires and explosions. Could it be that? Don't tell me. He stole everything that wasn't nailed down.
Hands off!
That's exactly what I'm talking about. He's always causing trouble. He's responsible for the melting of the polar ice caps. Do something!
He's got a weapon.
He destroyed Bozo's cutter. He's gone off the deep...
What can we do?
He destroyed Bozo's cutter. He's gone off the deep end.
Come on, Rufus.
He
Why
laid
don't you
waste to half of
apologize?
Kuvak. Okay, I'm sorry. No, you aren't. He laid waste to half of Kuvak. He stole everything that wasn't nailed down. What's going on here? Where's Goal? He's responsible for the melting of the polar ice caps. Don't tell me.
I said hands off!
You see, it's all his fault. And yes, it's his fault that
That's enough!
Mom died.
Don't! Run!
So, what's it going to be? Will you give me the codes?
Don't give them to him!
But he'll have you tossed from the tower!
One of us has to make it to Elysium!
I can't be responsible for your death again! I didn't like it one bit the last time!
What nonsense are you talking now?
Are you going to do it? In the meantime, I could easily have made myself another copy of the cartridge. What? You didn't really think I hadn't stored the data anywhere else? It's called a backup. Well, I had always asked myself what was going to be your last crucial mistake, Rufus. I think I know now. Oppenbot, throw the woman from the tower.
But...
Less contradicting, more woman throwing.
No!
Surprise! So you thought you could escape me, huh? What for? What good would it do?
No idea. Buy some time?
Time for what?
Well, I'm sure the third Rufus has a plan.
You're acting like a baby. Just face it, Rufus number 3 screwed it up, and so did you.
I'm not acting like a baby!
Oh, yes, you are.
No, I'm not!
Oh, yes, you are.
Rufus number 3 didn't screw it up! Huh? What's that? Oh, my baby phone's ringing. Yeah, hello?
I screwed up!
Oh, I see. Right, thanks. That was Rufus. He said he screwed it up. What do you know? Here we go. Hey, what's the big idea? Hey! I'm driving. No, I'm driving. You stupid! Cut it out. Hey! Darn it, this hurts! I told you, I'm driving. And now, let's vamoose. Darn it, this hurts! I told you, I'm driving. And now, let's vamoose. Come on, don't make yourself so heavy. We've still got work to do. I'm afraid you'll have to do it without me. I'm not gonna make it. What are you talking about? Of course you'll make it. No, sorry. He hit me pretty badly after all. You're on your own again now. Promise me that you'll save Goal and Deponia, and that you'll make it to Elysium. Do it. Do it for me. Hang in there. You can make it. No, it's too late. It's so dark. You need to stay awake. Do you hear me? Don't give up now. Don't worry about me. I'll be all right, just as long as they don't make me repair junk presses on the other side. Don't leave me now. You'll manage without me. You've always muddled through on your own. Having to share the glory would have been awkward anyway. I can't go on without you. Oh, yes, you can. And you know that. Deep down in your heart. I believe in you. I love you. I know. I'm way cool. Farewell, Rufus. No! Rufus!
Is this gonna take much longer? I don't want to seem unromantic, but you've still got a few gigantic... That's it, I guess. You finally succeeded in killing everyone after all.
The cannon was our last chance. And now it's plugged up.
We are all going to die.
And it's all your fault. Thank you so very much, Rufus.
Stop that! You should be ashamed of yourselves. Are you serious about blaming Rufus? Where would you be without him now? Likely still at home in Kuvak or the floating black market, everyone doing their own thing. You wouldn't even have looked up when the bomb towers opened their hatches. It was him who brought you here. He fought for you and your planet. Even though you all hate him, he could have gone to Elysium with me on several occasions, but he didn't, because he refused to sacrifice Deponia to get his way. And now you all damn him for doing the same thing for Elysium.
Goal? Goal! You're alive! And looking good. And you're alive! But why? Where have you been?
It's a long story. But at the end, Argus threw me from the top of the upper ascension station. Rufus, well, one of the Rufuses, jumped after me, and he caught me just before I hit the ground. Then he lost control of his flying robot thingy and crashed. Fortunately, I fell off and managed a soft landing on a burrito stall.
May I interrupt you briefly? Despite this joyful reunion, hello, Gull.
Tony,
We are still doomed to die, remember?
Leave him be, Tony. It doesn't matter. There's nothing left for us to do.
I refuse to believe that. There must be another way.
What are you looking at me for? My plan was using the cannon. Do you really think I would have considered that if I had seen another way? If it's a plan you want, you'll have to ask Rufus.
Are you serious?
Goodbye, cruel world.
Aw, Doc, I don't know. There are so many things I've messed up in the last couple of days.
Of course Rufus has a plan.
Yeah, I have... What?
A plan? What else? A shiny, ingenious, super-duper plan. His best so far. And it starts with a P, right? Come on, Rufus. You'll think of something. I believe in you.
Do you maybe have an idea?
Alas, no.
Well, think about it. What would I usually do in this situation?
I don't know. Start a fire?
That seems a bit pointless to me.
That's how I thought of it.
Don't you have an idea or two?
I've tried, Rufus. I'm sorry. You were right. The plan to shoot Elysium out of the sky was sheer madness. Anyway, the cannon's plugged by the tank now, and I am out of ideas.
But you've got to think of something. You're the real tinkerer here.
You're wrong, Rufus. I may be tidier, more precise, more reliable, more skilled, and quite a bit smarter than you. But this is not the time for prudent action. If there ever was a right moment for a rash act of desperation, then it is now.
But
He's right, Rufus. You can do it.
Only a madman can save us now, and that's where you come in.
Exactly. What we need now isn't just another crazy Rufus maneuver. We need the most absurd plan you have ever hatched.
No more and no less than the ultimate maneuver.
Jugular ragu! Whoop, whoop, whoop!
you know, that was totally swell of you to save me.
Please don't remind me. Think of something else, and fast. You're usually overflowing with ideas. Now come on, show us what you've got.
Hidden somewhere in this pen is a new plan, just waiting to be put to paper. I only have to get it out somehow. There's a plan missing.
Why not?
You
never know what it's like to try.
What have we got to
We'll
lose?
do it that
Sure
way.
beats not having a plan.
It won't get any better if you keep fiddling with it. The wig is a little singed. So what? Be glad at least that the costume survived Oppenbot's fall.
Oh yeah, yippee. That way, I was able to pilfer the clothes from my own corpse. I can barely restrain myself from jumping for joy.
Don't you think this is the wrong moment to turn into a sissy?
It's all right. For all I care, we can get started.
Well then, onwards to Elysium.
She doesn't seem nervous at all. Not that there'd be any reason to be nervous.
Good luck, Rufus.
Hey, this has nothing to do with luck. My plan is 100% based on the laws of circumstantial pressure and lack of alternatives. And here we go. Huh? Nothing's happening.
Did you check the cables?
I thought the doc had seen to that. I have to do everything myself around here.
Oh, a little air at last.
Can you move over a bit?
Whose hand is that?
Shut up back there! Rufus needs to concentrate.
I hope no one's gonna stop us. Can you check whether anyone's standing on the cable?
Not me.
Me neither.
It must be you, Moose.
Don't be silly, woman.
Perhaps you, Doc?
I don't know. I can no longer feel my legs.
I think it's me.
That's not the cable.
Barry! Wait, I found the problem. I just need to lift this sandbag somehow.
That is me.
Oh, it should work out.
Thank you! This is it!
The final maneuver proved as a move no more nuts as any other plan there was at hand. A perfect occasion for a contemplation of all the events and the writer's intent. It may seem safe to say that Rufus's way for saving the day is a little snafu. But when shit hits the fan is when a decent man's plan will be deeper as ever a diver with a scuba to do. Huzzah with a scuba to do.
Uh-oh.
That's what I like about you. You always find a place to park. But couldn't you have picked a spot in the shade?
Huh. Next time you drive and I do the drinking. I wonder why they haven't sounded the alarm yet.
Yes, they appear to be ignoring us. Try to make it work for you.
Okay? If I'm not back in 10 minutes, give me 10 more. I'm finally on my way to Elysium, together with gold. Somehow, this isn't quite how I'd imagined the journey. What about drinks and light refreshments? They won't let me through.
Yeah, too bad. We'd better turn back then.
We were willing to try. That's what counts. Yeah, I'd love to, but I can't get through. They're doing what they do best. They're standing in my way. Excuse me. Mind if I hate to interrupt, but, hello? Take it easy. Don't let me bother you.
Attention! Bailiff on deck! Division, halt!
Yes, sir, Bailiff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well done. Did you see that? They listened to me.
Can they fetch sticks too?
I'm not gonna try that.
Bad experience?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Oh, crap. More of them.
Attention! Bailiff on deck! Hello? Bailiff on deck!
Yeah, we've noticed. Tell us something we don't know.
Really? Mind your manners, will you? A little more respect for our bailiff.
Right. Yeah?
He's got a point. After all, he's the bailiff.
Yes, exactly. After all, I'm the bailiff. Remember that.
Oh, crap. More of them. I'm headed for the bridge. Take me to the right level.
But bailiff, you should know what level that is.
Yes, of course I do. I just wanted to test whether you know it too. I'm headed for the bridge. Take me to the right level.
But bailiff, you should know what level that is.
Yes, of course I do. I just wanted to test whether you know it too.
And is this the right floor, bailiff? You should know that. being a bailiff and all. Of course. Of course. Are you completely sure about that? Of course I'm sure. I'm the bailiff. I'm always sure. Good to know. Time to disembark, everyone. The bailiff says we're here. Yes? Oh, Cletus? No. Argus. You guessed it. And you must be Rufus. Some nerve you've got coming here. Foolhardy and stupid. As always. Or don't you realize that I will now have to break every single one of your bones? Wait! Can't we come up with a more peaceful solution? I don't think so. The time for amicable agreements has expired. I've been looking forward to this day. Put 'em up! Oh. Just you wait. Hey! Ow! Ow! Hey! What have we here? A throttle valve to adjust the elevator's speed. Who needs that kind of thing? Ow! Oh! Hey! Ow! Hey! What? Interesting. Interesting.
Bailiff, at last! The team is waiting impatiently.
Waiting?
For your speech, of course. And allow me to add that I am no less excited myself. Your speeches are always so inspiring, so eloquent. You play the crowd like a virtuoso plays his piano. And if I may say so, a less charismatic orator would literally be torn to pieces by such an audience.
He would?
Oh, certainly. But your words are like magic. Inimitable. But here I am, just raving on. You should get started before the crowd grows even more agitated.
Yes, nobody wants that.
Electrifier, work your magic.
Just a moment. I think,
Gentlemen, we are about to be addressed by our great role model, our leader, our mentor, our idol, Bailiff Argus, who just a moment ago personally assured me that the speech he's about to deliver will inflame your hearts for our common cause. And now, stand to attention! You are now being addressed by Bailiff Argus!
he knew this, and he just let me walk into it.
What an ass! Yes, what on... Well, I mean, that ass... I don't know. No. What I'm trying to say is... That ass... who is standing in front of you is only one of the 11,000 asses aboard this ship. We are all asses. That's how we were constructed. That is our destiny. I know. Why is he saying those things? Well, this is why. Just look at you. We're doing the dirty work for those up there. Do you think any of them would dream of getting their hands dirty?
blowing up the planet, terrorizing Deponians, and all those other things we do? No! They're sitting comfortably on their fat asses. And those asses, my fellow bums, that's us! Just look at me! I know you all think I'm an arse because I'm acting like one. But why is that so? Only because it is expected of me. As a superior, one is always half arse, half role model. And when I treat you shittily, you simply pass it on to those below you. In truth, the hierarchy is nothing but a chain of arses, giving each other shit. Just look around. What are we actually doing here? We're supposed to destroy a planet for which we don't give a rat's ass. For people who don't mean shit to us. Isn't it time to realize that we are the asses here? Then why don't we do what is expected of us? And shit on them! Come on, say it! We don't give a shit! Just look at our logo! Looks like somebody put their butt on the photocopier during an office party. And now, the result is proudly displayed on our banner. The print of a gigantic, flabby arse. So why be surprised when they treat us like arses? I could name you 1,000 more examples. The fact is, we're the arses here. But is that something to be ashamed of? I say, no! I, for my part, am proud of what I am. I am an arse! And you're all arses too! It's time to show the world what's inside us. Long live the Organon!
Was it good?
Very inspiring, like always.
Great. Well, then I can go now. Which way to the bridge?
But, what about the hymn?
The hymn?
Exactly. Following each of your speeches, you lead us in our hymn. You can't have forgotten.
Yes.
The hymn. Me. Here we go.
Organon. Organon. Oh, Organon. Oh. 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 Organon. Organon. Oh, Organon. Oh, Organon. Organon. Oh, Organon. Oh, Organon.
Ah, Cletus, there you are. There's your mysterious companion. I had hoped you would introduce me to the person who caused us so much trouble.
Don't worry, she's on board. You should be more worried about the others who are also on board. Your precious bailiff Argus has moved the entire Organon to this high boat.
What? That can't be true. Where is that traitor?
You know, I've got good news and bad news regarding him. The bad news is someone's got to clean the floor of the elevator shaft.
I don't think that will be necessary.
Argus, I don't believe it. You are trying to deceive me to bring the Organon to Elysium behind my back.
Yeah, but he didn't reckon with me.
Oh, me!
What's going on here? Who is that?
I'm the real Cletus. He's just an imposter, which, strictly speaking, makes no difference. Plus or minus 2 zeros. My calculation turned out just right. This high boat is now under my control.
Not as long as I can prevent it.
Stop that!
This high boat is no longer bound for Elysium.
What? What?
I'm certainly not going to jeopardize the Utopian project by taking an invading army to Elysium. I'm initializing the destruction of Deponia. Right now, Elysium will have to start on its journey a little sooner than expected.
Stop! Ulysses! You fool! This is madness!
My decision stands. Don't try to stop me.
But
what?
But what about the Deponians? When you detonate Deponia, what will become of them?
Enough energy to catapult Elysium towards the nearest inhabitable planet, I hope.
Have you no conscience?
Oh, I do, most certainly. But it is necessary. And you are not going to change my mind.
But what about the Organon?
What about it? The Organon was destined to be blown up all along.
Forgot. But what about me? I don't want to die.
I know. You're the third prototype, aren't you? Yes. The tragic fate of the Alpha generation has always fascinated me. That's why I took Argus under my wing back then. You may think you aren't one of them, but actually, it has always been your destiny to die, just like the rest of the Organon. And the fact that you don't want to die is simply due to a flaw in your design.
But what about you? You're gonna die as well.
True, but this is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. With all the suffering I have caused, I don't deserve better.
Ha! So you've got a conscience after all. You don't have to do this.
Oh yes, I do.
But why would you want to sacrifice yourself for the Elysians? Who or what is forcing you? I mean, Deponia may be no paradise, but it's possible to live there, and many people do. And not everyone down there was as unhappy as me.
I know the life down at the surface. I spent a long time there myself. Like a rat amongst the garbage. That isn't a dignified life. Not for
a bunch of stuck-up swellheads?
Hey!
If you really want to know, this is about my daughter. She lives on Elysium. I want a better life for her. On Utopia. I'm doing this for you, Goal.
No! You old fool! What have you done?
What do you think? In a few minutes, a radio signal will be emitted from this high boat. It will activate all the blast towers around the planet. Deponia will be destroyed, and Elysium can finally set out on its journey to Utopia. I saved my daughter. That's what I have done.
I'm afraid I have to contradict you, Dad.
Go? What? What? How?
I went to Deponia with Cletus. I knew you would never permit it. That's why I didn't tell you.
The girl we were looking for was you, the one who took pity on these junkyard dwellers and sabotaged our plans? This was about you the entire time?
Can't we celebrate this family reunion some other time? Deponia may blow up any minute now. Including us and your precious daughter. Exactly. What are you waiting for, Ulysses? Abort the detonation!
But that's impossible.
Can't we stop it somehow?
The only way would be to destroy the antenna before the signal has sent.
The transmitting antenna, of course.
But the transmitter is on top of the upper deck. It would be a suicide mission. Who would be crazy enough to try?
I'm in. So am I. And I.
Well then, what are you waiting for?
I'm coming too.
You're staying here, Missy. You and I are going to have a serious talk.
Good thing I don't suffer from vertigo or any other sign of the zodiac. How are we supposed to get to that? Is it really that hard to make these things stable? Oops, why does that always happen to me with antennas? You know, we could...
Shut up.
You know, we could...
Shut up.
You know,
Shut up.
here we go. Haven't got all day, you know. Whoa! That was fun.
Fun? You moron! You almost killed us!
Oh, I've heard that so many times before, but never actually, you have killed us, and that makes all the difference.
That's quite enough. I've had it with you. You will hold yourself back from now on. Leave the rest to us. So, how shall we proceed? You could jump. It's much too far. Or perhaps you could stop the rotor. Oh, don't be such a Rufus. The rotors are keeping the high boat upright. Even if we could block it, the high boat would capsize. That would be the end of us.
You know, we could...
Shut up.
Step aside. I've got a plan.
Stop! Don't!
I hit it! And who's the idiot now?
You, of course. Same as always.
Huh?
Why? Just look. The transmitter fell into the rotor, and it keeps blinking like nothing happened. Oh, damn! It's still active. How are we going to reach it now?
There's a catwalk down there.
I can see that.
Any chance we could get there by jumping?
Down there? Just how stupid are you? Answer his question, Cletus.
Excuse me?
You're the inspector here, aren't you? Then let's hear your assessment of the situation. What are the odds? Taking into account the rotation speed and the radius, the odds that we'd survive without being shredded by the rotor are about 1 in 3.
Well, 1 in 3 isn't half bad.
That depends. It roughly corresponds to your brain cells per head ratio.
Well, 1 in 3 isn't half bad.
If the three of us all jump from different positions, at least one of us could make it, but that's insane.
Have you got a better plan?
Oh, fuck off. It's all settled then. It's all settled then. We count to 3, and then we all jump. 1, 2... Hey, what's this? Aren't you jumping? Are you?
You were gonna cheat, huh?
Not me. Nay.
I almost jumped by myself. Good one. Well, 1 in 3 isn't half bad.
That depends. It roughly... Again? All right, but no cheating this time. We jump at 3. 1, 2... 3... Rufus? Rufus, wake up!
Ouch! What happened?
You made it! Bravo!
Where's Cletus?
I don't think he made it, but I'm not quite sure. It all went down very fast. Now, do you see the antenna anywhere?
I'm at it. That could have gone spectacularly wrong. The transmission has already started. Let's hope it's a very long one. Ha! I've got it! Do you hear me, Argus? I've got it!
Very good. And now, destroy it!
Piece of cake.
No! What are you doing?
Destroying the transmitter. What else?
You're not about to stick your hand in the rotor, are you? I knew you were an idiot, but the sheer folly of this really surmounts everything I've heard so far!
I did it! The transmitter is destroyed!
Deponia is safe!
Yes, very impressive. But to make it a little more interesting, you blocked the rotor.
Then help me up so we can get the rotor running again. It would be such a bummer if the high boat were to break apart at this point. After all, we're only a stone's throw from Elysium.
Yes, that's an idea. Another idea would be to let you rock down there. I suppose it depends.
Depends on what?
Your decision. Will you help me with my coup against the Council of Elders?
Yes. You what?
Ah!
What's going on?
Something's blocking the starboard rotor!
Is that bad?
No idea! You missed Deponia!
We're about to crash? But we're almost there! I can already see the airlocks!
The airlocks, you say? But of course!
The maintenance ladders!
Perhaps I can hold our position long enough so we can evacuate. Go and gather your friends together.
And what about the organons?
Them too, of course. Now that the detonation has been cancelled, I hope that Argus will rethink his plan. I will inform the Council of Elders.
But what about you?
Go! There's no time for discussion. Go now!
I refuse to believe this. You still intend to have the Organon invade Elysium?
Why not? Where else could we go?
I will never allow that to happen.
Oh, come on, Rufus. Those soldiers down there are our brothers. We share the same gene. Basically, we're identical. Why should you be allowed to get to Elysium and not one of them? Or two or three? Where do you draw the line? Who gets to decide that? You, perhaps?
No, but
So, what do you say?
never.
That's too bad, but it can't be helped. Somehow I knew you wouldn't cooperate. So long, Rufus.
No, stop that! You rotten bastard! There you are again.
Ah! It hurts! It's your own fault. Ow. You're a fine one to laugh, but now we're all in the same boat again. I think I can free myself. Don't! The rotor is only stuck because we're all in between. As soon as one of us moves, it will start running again. Then we all die. But if we continue blocking the rotor, then the high boat will crash one way or another. We're dead. Just how did we manage to end up in this stupid situation?
Don't look at me. You two messed it up this time.
What? Can't come up with a cunning plan for once?
Let me think. Nah, it's completely hopeless.
So we can relax then.
Rufus! Cletus?
Goal!
What's happened here?
Doesn't matter.
You have to get us out of here.
Preferably before the high boat crashes.
Yes, it's a little too late for that. Dad says that all these rotor failures have damaged the engines. He's able to hold the high boat in position for now, but evacuation has already started. We've only got minutes.
Oh, great. Now everyone's getting to Elysium but me, right?
Exactly. Get me out of here. You can only save one of us before the rotor starts turning again.
No, there must be a way to get all three of you out.
No, there isn't. Come on, make a decision.
How can I decide that? I don't even know who's who.
I am Rufus. He's lying. I am Rufus.
They're both bold-faced liars. I am Rufus.
Oh, great. And now, can the real Rufus give me some sort of proof?
Of course I can. I know something that the other two definitely don't.
Oh, and what's that?
That I cooked breakfast this morning.
Yes, that was unusual.
Anyone could have guessed that.
Yes, but not what we had for breakfast.
Easy.
We have... I don't think I can hold on any longer.
Rats! Now we're back to square one, and I still don't know who's who.
I am Rufus.
Oh, really? Prove it.
Well, I know something that the other two definitely don't.
Oh, and what's that?
That we drew beards in Bozo's family album.
Yeah, that was fun, although there was surprisingly little to draw.
It's a trick goal. He only knows that because I told him.
Don't be ridiculous. Why would the real Rufus tell you something like that?
Just to boast. But there's one thing that none of the others can possibly know. You're wearing your purple underwear today.
Huh? When did you see my underwear?
I think my fingers are slipping.
Oh, great. Now we have to start over again. So, who's who?
I am Rufus.
Oh, really? Prove it.
Well, I know something that the other two definitely don't.
Oh, and what's that?
Doesn't matter what I say. We're just going round in circles here.
Yes, but how else am I going to make a decision?
Well, Look carefully. I'm much better looking than those two scarecrows.
I can't see a thing from here. You all look the same in those costumes. I need a better clue than that.
Well, simply trust your heart.
Huh. Let me see. My heart says, perhaps the one in front.
What? No! Forget the bit about your heart. There are more reliable methods. Please make up your mind. Time's running out. The high boat could crash any moment now.
Pressuring me like that won't make it any easier. What if I accidentally pick Argus?
Hey, hey ho, I'm the roofster.
Huh.
Who cares which of us is Rufus? Just leave us here and save yourself. The most important thing is that you survive.
Ha! He just gave himself away.
Exactly. The real Rufus, that's me, would never say such a thing.
You're right. That really didn't sound like Rufus. Could it be possible that you changed that much?
The real Rufus will never change. You know that.
Then perhaps it's just another trick to look good.
No, it's true. I'm not Rufus. Rufus? That's him. What? Yes, yeah, sure. He's right. I am Rufus.
Is this a trick? A last desperate maneuver? You know, if I help him, it's too late to change your mind. You're going to fall and die.
Definitely. Just think. How can I be the real Rufus? The real Rufus is never going to give up. He'll never change. And he'll never let go.
Stop! No! No!
Come on, Go. We need to get out. Come.
Huh?
Hello, Rufus!
What? Barry, what are you doing here?
You were my idol, you remember? And I follow you everywhere. No, seriously, I just wanted to tell you how much I admire what you're doing here. At first, of course, I was shocked, but then I did understand. Brilliant, really. It was actually the only thing you could do. A genius plan, even from a philosophical point of view. The ultimate altruistic deed. Wow, Rufus! The oh-so-resolute Rufus at last finally changed!
Are you ready?
I don't know. Do you really think this outfit is appropriate?
But Rufus, everyone knows you're a Deponian. You remember that, right? You no longer need to pretend. Never again. You can simply be yourself. Forever, Rufus.
But this is totally cool.
Ah, here come our heroes, the saviors of Deponia. Well, a fine mess you got us into, if I may say so. Your report poses us a difficult dilemma. Naturally, now that we know Deponia is inhabited, our journey to Utopia is cancelled for the time being. But the high boat is destroyed, and the cable is cut. And with so many new citizens, our resources will be used up even faster than expected. What will become of Elysium? Are we forced to land on Deponia? Is that the solution? So many questions.
I'm afraid I have no answers for you, Your Eminence. But this Deponian here is a true genius.
Who? Me?
If you're stuck for unusual ideas, his imagination knows no limit.
Go ahead. Any suggestion will be welcome.
But Goal?
You can do it.
Well, perhaps we could mount some rockets on Elysium.
Go on.
Or flying dragons. And if we put monster truck tires on a gigantic dirigible...
Monster truck tires?
Then perhaps we could train a few eagles and...
getting back to those flying dragons, how big would they have to be?
Oh, huge! With very large teeth, and they should breathe fire.
I'm closing my case, there's nothing left to say. Any last questions? I take that as a no. But if you feel battered, your whole world is shattered, I may have a helpful suggestion for you. Just grab your harmonica and sing about Deponia, and Rufus' dream of a life more ideal, and the fact that sometimes there may be just one last chance to save the day if you let go. And if that's so, I'm off now for real.
Hussar is off now for real.